Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny. So, just when I thought my RNG luck can't get any better, it did get better. So, this is the Fatebringer, everyone's favorite gun from year one. Dropped from the Vault of Gloss when you killed the Templar, and everyone loved it so much because it had Firefly, it had Outlaw, and it was just amazing. Everyone's right now farming the Vex Strikes and opening up the Horde chest because you have the chance of getting what's called the Imago Loop. Imago Loop is basically the same thing, and if you can get it to roll with Outlaw and Firefly, you're in good shape. So if you didn't know, if you're new, come on, guys, you know, make fun of me for talking about new people. There's a lot of new people that watch my videos, alright? Firefly, precision kills when its weapon causes them to explode, so it does a lot of damage to surrounding enemies or adds when it procs. Then you have Outlaw, which gives it a really fast reload. That's one of the problems with hand cannons is that, in my opinion, the reloads are always slow. Even when gloves are on, the reloads are pretty slow. So, for the most part, I've been using my Distant Star. Distant Star, it's got Firefly, it's got full auto, it's got perfect balance, hand laid stock, explosive round, and it's got really, really clean sights. So this is pretty much, I infused mine up to, I believe 399 or something. Yeah, look at Firefly, love it. Reload's not bad. It's basically like a legendary Mida, and I did do a review on this thing. Look at those transversive steps. Don't you love transversive steps? I think I'm the only one that loves it. No reloading, it's great. So this is what I've been using pretty much for the raid, and it's got decent impact, but for me, in year one, I was a huge Vision of Confluence user. Vision of Confluence was the raid scout rifle from the Vault of Glass that dropped when you killed Atheon. It was full auto, I can't talk. It was full auto, it was solar, there was nothing to not like about this thing. But, check out the roll. I basically have an oversized Fatebringer. This is the Wounded, and it dropped for me, and you can see I infused it up to 398 because it dropped to 390. But it's got full auto, Outlaw, and Firefly, and it's got the clean sights, MD reflex, just like Vision of Confluence. Now, just look at this thing. Firefly out. Look at the reload on this thing. And I like it because it's got a little bit more impact than my beloved Distant Star. So actually, I'm going to be infusing this thing as much as possible so that when I go into the raid, I'm going to be using this pretty much throughout the entire raid, or anything PvE related. Year one, my loadout was pretty much Vision of Confluence, Efreet Spear, and Gallahorn. Well, right now, it's going to be my longbow. I can't live without my longbow. Well, actually, I don't have it on me. Here we go. Because I have Outlaw, Triple Tap, Gallahorn. That's my loadout right now. So I think I'm going to be using this. You know, I never was good with hand cannons in year one. I am good with them now, and I love hand cannons. Love my palindrome. I use it for PvP mostly, but I also love it for PvE. But I'm going to say, guys, if you're not a fan of Future War Cult, just join them and roll the faction a few times. They got some really good weapons, guys. I know I'm always like a walking advertisement for Future War Cult, but I love them to death. They got, well, I can't say they got the coolest shaders. I personally love the cool shaders. For me, my favorite shader in the world is Nineveh. I know I'm off on a tangent here. Do I even have it on? Yeah, I have it on. This is, no, Tyrant. This is Nineveh right here. Come on, tell me that doesn't look cool. I don't know. I'm off on a tangent here. Well, I know that everyone just loves Dead Orbit, but go out and check out Future War Cult. They also have a pulse rifle I believe is really damn good, which is the same archetype as the Grasp of Malak. Now, pretty much right now, the meta, or at least in my opinion, the meta is the fast-firing pulse rifles. Now, I haven't gotten a Waltz. That's the name of the pulse rifle. Did I just crack on that one? The Waltz. That's the pulse rifle you get from Future War Cult. That's like a Grasp of Malak. Low impact, high rate of fire. This is what I use for PvP. It's got Red Dot OES, favorite sight. That is what was on Vision of Confluence. It's got Outlaw and hand laid stock and Grenadier. I know Grenadier could be. I could get something better here, but for me, I like hand laid stock and I like Outlaw. This thing. Oh, hello, Stormcaller. This thing works. That thing works for me in PvP. PvE, I haven't leveled it up yet. Well, I mean, infused it just up yet because I am just a scout rifle fanatic right now. So, guys, go to Future War Cult and get yourself a Wounded and see if you can get it. These guys will not kill. Jeez, they kill everything over there. Try to do a demonstration over here. Go to Future War Cult. Even if you don't like them, join them because they got some really good weapons, guys. I'm telling you. I got really, really lucky on this thing. So I'll be using this pretty much through the entire raid from now on. Look at it reload. And Firefly. For all sections, except, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll use it for the final section. So right now I'm looking for something that's going to one-shot Shanks. Now my Chaos Dogma, actually, well, you know what? My Chaos Dogma doesn't one-shot the Shanks in the final Axis fight. And I think it's because of the fact that it's only like 397 or I don't know. What is it? Hold on. Take a look at it for you. Take a look at it, Sean. 398. This doesn't really one-shot things. Whereas I know my boy Raider, XOF, shout out to him, he's 400, and his Imago Loop pretty much one-shots all the shanks. So I'm going to go in the raid this week on hard mode and see what this thing does to the shanks. If not, I'll be just using my Chaos Dogma. But for all of the fights that involve criticals, because that's the main thing, you need enemies that have critical spots on them, okay? Because obviously, if you kill shanks with this thing, you're not going to get Firefly or Outlaw to proc. So Chaos Dogma I like because of the fact that you got triple dap and triple double. Look at that Firefly Outlaw. How can you not like this thing? I'm so happy. I'm sorry, guys. When this thing dropped for me last night, I was just giddy as a little schoolgirl. Anyway, guys, just want to give you a quick demonstration. Try and join Future War Cult. If you don't, if you want to just leave Dead Orbit for just like, you know what? Okay, check it out. You guys know I always go off on tangents here. If you want to join a faction to try to get something, but you don't want to rep them the entire week, when reset hits on Tuesday, what you got to do is just join them Monday night, roll the faction a few times, put some motes of light, put some heavy simps in there. If you have the exotic class item, that also speeds up the process a little bit. And then get what you want. If you don't get it, then at reset, you can go back. So one of the problems is, like, if you switch over to a faction middle of the week, you're stuck with them, because if you try, you can't pledge allegiance to another faction until the next reset. So just a little pro tip there. Well, not a pro tip actually, a little tip there, that because I did it with Dead Orbit actually when I was trying to get packages right when Rise of Iron came out. I edged them all up. I joined Future War Cult right before Tuesday reset. I put some motes of lights into them. I edged them up just in case they had something I wanted to get and buy right away. But I'm not a huge fan of Dead Orbit. So yeah, that's it, guys. So I love this thing. Look at that. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream usually on YouTube. And that is it. I'm out of here like Vladimir. And yeah, if you stay to the end, hashtag made it to the end. Yeah, Wednesday's going to be a real busy day, guys. I'm going to be streaming a Festival of the Lost as soon as it comes out. Instead of having to scramble to make videos on every single quest, every single mask, what's in the treasure thing, I'm just going to stream it live right here on YouTube so you can see me kind of be the test dummy and go through everything. And then I can't wait to get into hard mode raid because of the fact that I hit the 398 barrier. 398, which means that things are starting to drop at 400 for me. You can see my class item, my ghost shell, artifacts are 400. Those came from Archon's Forge. So once you hit 398, start doing the forge, get yourself a ghost shell, get yourself a class item, get yourself a artifact. But then I was finding weird things, guys. I opened up a few exotic engrams, and they opened up at 399. So far, no exotic engrams have, not one exotic engram since I hit 398 has given me 400, which is kind of concerning. Do I get to hit 399? And then exotic engrams will start giving me 400? I don't know. Or are we going to go through the same thing that I went through when I hit 335, where I open up exotic engrams at 335 and ends up giving me a whole bunch of 334s. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hashtag
made it to the end.
Love you guys.